She thought her life's purpose was behind her, until a shivering whisper in the dark proved her wrong. The rain lashed against Eleanor Whitmore's kitchen window like tiny fists. At 72, the retired schoolteacher rarely slept through summer storms anymore. She flanked on the porch light, her terracloth robe clutched tight, and gasped. The door to her garden shed stood ajar, swinging wildly in the wind. Eleanor grabbed her late husband's golf umbrella, her knuckles white against the handle. "Hello," she called into the downpour. A whimper answered. Crouched between bags of potting soil and rusted tools sat a child no older than 8, her jean jacket soaked through, hair plastered to cheeks raw from cold. "Please," the girl whispered, her happed lips blue-tinged. "I fixed the latch when I closed it. I didn't steal nothin'." Eleanor's heart seized at the familiar tremble in that small voice, one she'd heard from hungry third graders hiding bruised arms. "Child, you'll catch your death out here," she murmured, kneeling despite protesting knees. "What's your name?" "Lily," came the reply, followed by a cough that rattled deep. "Uncle Don's truck broke down outside town," said "Walk the rest." Eleanor noticed the fresh scrape on Lily's forehead, the way she rattled her left wrist. Without another word, she shrugged off her robe and wrapped it around narrow shoulders. "Let's get you warm, sugar," as she guided Lily inside her tidy bungalow. Eleanor spotted the ragged backpack by the shed door, propped against it a single plastic lily. The kind from dollar store bouquets, the same flowers she'd placed on her husband's grave that morning. Eleanor bandaged Lily's wrist with hands still steady from decades of grading papers. The girl flinched when a tea kettle whistled too sharp, too sudden. "You're safe here," Eleanor murmured, pouring chamomile into her wedding china. Dawn crept through lace curtains as Lily devoured toast with raspberry jam, eyes darting to the door between bites. "My Albert loved lilies," Eleanor said softly, placing the plastic bloom beside Lily's plate. "Planted them every May." Lily's grimy fingers brushed the fake petals. "Mama put real ones in my hair on my birthday, before the sickness." The confession hung between them like cobwebs. Eleanor's old teacher instincts prickled the hesitation on Uncle Don. The bruises blooming beneath dirt. She hummed a hymn while drawing a bath, the way she'd calmed frightened students after tornado drills. Lily's breath hitched at the lavender bubbles. "Smells like what, sugar, like before." Later, swaddled in Albert's old Yale sweatshirt, Lily slept on Eleanor's floral sofa. The retired teacher combed through the child's damn backpack, a dented water bottle, half a granola bar, and a folded photograph. 3 people smiled under a carnival Ferris wheel: a younger Lily, a woman with her same wide eyes, and a man whose grip on the woman's shoulder looked more like possession than affection. Eleanor's landline trembled in her hand as she dialed her former student. "Now a family court judge." "Martha, it's Eleanor Whitmore. I need to ask about emergency guardianship." Outside, the first lily of summer unfurled in Albert's garden, white as a promise. 2 weeks later, Eleanor's bungalow brimmed with Lily's laughter and Martha's warnings. "They'll claim you're too old, Eleanor," the judge said over lemonade on the porch. Lily chased fireflies in the twilight, Albert's sweatshirt sleeves flopping. "Donald Wright filed for custody this morning. Claims you're brainwashing her." Eleanor watched Lily whisper secrets to the ceramic frog Albert had bought on their honeymoon. "He left her in a shed during a thunderstorm, Martha. The system favors blood relations." Martha squeezed her hand. "But we'll fight." The battle lines formed quietly, a casserole from the church ladies, a pro bono lawyer from Eleanor's book club. But when Lily started at the local elementary school, whispers followed. "That's the shed kid. Heard her uncle suing the old lady." One afternoon, Lily returned with her braids undone and knee scraped. "Billy said you'll die soon 'cause you're ancient." Eleanor knelt, ignoring the ache. "My heart's older than Billy's daddy, but it's still beating, isn't it?" She pressed Lily's palm to her chest. "Feel that? Strong as your mama's must have been when she named you Lily." The child's tears soaked Eleanor's cardigan. "What if they make me go?" That night, Eleanor opened Albert's desk drawer and touched since his passing. Beneath his pocket watch lay adoption paperwork from 1972, stamped "denied advanced maternal age." She traced the faded rejection. Outside, thunder rumbled. Lily crept in, clutching the ceramic frog. "Can I sleep here tonight?" Eleanor tucked her under Albert's quilt. "Always." The courthouse fans whirred like tired hornets as Donald Wright smirked from the defense table. His lawyer cited Eleanor's age, her limited lifespan, while Lily pressed closer in her starched Sunday dress. Eleanor's lawyer, Janine, presented photos: Lily's thriving grades, the garden they'd planted, the ceramic frog now holding pride of place on the mantle. "Your Honor," Donald interrupted, "that woman's not family." Lily suddenly stood. Plastic Lily clutched tight. "She's more family than you." The gavel cracked. Later, defeat tasted like dusty car vents. Donald won temporary custody pending final evaluation. As he yanked Lily toward his truck, she hurled the plastic bloom at Eleanor's feet. "Don't forget." Back home, Eleanor found the lily stem hollow, containing a folded note in Lily's looping script, his toolbox, under false bottom. Mama's words. Eleanor raced to Donald's abandoned shed. Beneath rusted wrenches lay a compartment and a water-stained journal. On the final page, dated weeks before her death, Lily's mother had scrawled, "If gone, Find Eleanor Whitmore, third grade teacher. She'll keep our Lily safe. Donald's temper. Eleanor's tears blurred the ink. Next morning, she marched into Martha's office with the journal and a new file. Donald sealed domestic violence charges from Nachbadach. The mother chose me, Eleanor declared. Martha's smile could have powered the sun. Then let's bring your girl home. The final hearing coincided with Lily's 9th birthday. Donald didn't bother showing. Eleanor entered with Lily's hand in hers and the journal on the stand. When the judge granted permanent guardianship, the church ladies erupted quietly, but with enough whisper comments to rattle the benches. That evening, Lily planted Albert's garden with real lilies, dirt smudging her nose. They'll come back every spring, Eleanor said, just like love. A documentary crew arrived months later, not for the custody battle, but for the Lily Project, Eleanor's initiative converting abandoned sheds into emergency shelters. At the ribbon cutting, Lily addressed the crowd, plastic lily pinned to her dress. Eleanor says everyone deserves to be found, she announced. Later, by Albert's grave, Eleanor added fresh lilies to his stone. Lily placed the plastic balloon beside them. For the people still hiding, she whispered, they'll come back every spring. Eleanor repeated, squeezing her hand, just like love. Years later, college-bound Lily would press that plastic flower into her own daughter's palm, retelling how a shed, a storm, and one stubborn retired teacher taught her that family isn't blood, it's who shows up with an umbrella when the world rains hardest. And in Eleanor's garden, the lilies bloomed faithfully, season after season.